Let me fire away at a few calls here because there's an awful lot of calls. Drew in Naples, Florida. Go ahead, please.
Dr. Savage, one only needs to go back a few decades to see the powerful influence that entertainment media has when Orson Welles did his War of the Worlds. People killed themselves that day, even with the disclaimers. It's a powerful medium. It sways and influences people.
Oh, right. When he made the movie War of the Worlds, that's right. I heard about it. I wasn't born yet. Where he said where the Earth, America's being, no, sorry, the Earth is being invaded by men from outer space. Please stay in your houses. People committed suicide.
That's correct. It was a radio broadcast that he did, and it was back in the day when they did disclaimers at the beginning, but some people might have missed it, and they thought it was real, and people were killing themselves, jumping out of windows. They were going crazy, and he was almost run out of Hollywood, but of course they said, you know, you can't do this. This was just a terrible mistake, blah, blah, blah. I made a disclaimer. And Hollywood is culpable because they plant these ideas constantly. They program the brain with these images.
100% right. That's absolutely right. It goes down to the sexuality that they're promoting. 100% right. The anti-family, anti-American, anti-flag, anti-cop, you name it. Everything decent in America is the target of the vermin of Hollywood.
Exactly. They've disconnected us from our morality and from our God, and they
absolutely. They hate God. They hate mom and apple pie. They hate mother and father. They hate the idea of a nuclear family. They hate the church. They hate the priest. They hate the cop. You name it. Every one of those statements I just made is 1,000% true. And the reason I'm able to say it is because the corn is high in my life. The corn is very high in my life, and I have to now. I've never really held back what I believe. But look, my friends, you know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. Thank you for the call. Very, 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 very tragic day. And everyone listening to this program is dying to get on the air and express something. And this is actually the genius and benefit of talk radio. You have to talk it out of yourself. You have to call talk shows like mine. You'll be calling over the weekend. You'll be calling Monday morning. You'll be calling through the middle of next week until the next, news cycle. And you're going to see, by the way, by Monday, what Obama's team does with this tragedy and this crisis and how they use it. They will use it the way the pork producers used everything of the pig except the squeal. However, in this case, I believe that Mr. Axelrod will even find a way to use the squeal to somehow advance the agenda of the Democrat Socialist Party USA. This is the Savage Nation. It's not a happy day. It's a very tragic day. It's a day that people have to just withdraw, hug their children, go to God. There's nothing else you can do. There's nowhere else to turn at the end of the day. You have to pray. You have to pray, pray, pray. And you have to make certain that your gun is oiled and loaded and ready to be used if it's legal. Carry it with you if it's legal. That's all I can tell you. Carry it with you. You may need it in the movie theater if it's legal to do so.
Savage.